Soul Revolution is an album by the Wailers. It was produced by Lee Scratch Perry and the Wailers. There has been some confusion as to whether the proper name for this original LP, which included vocals by Bob Marley, Bunny Wailer, and Peter Tosh, should be Soul Revolution, or Soul Revolution Part 2. This confusion is probably because on at least some of the earliest Jamaican releases of the LP, including its release on Lee Perry's Maroon Records label, on the label itself the LP is titled Soul Revolution, while on the cover it is titled Soul Revolution Part 2. The original cover of this album had a turquoise background with dark blue text at the top which read, Upsetter Records present Soul Revolution Part 2 Bob Marley and the Wailers. It also had a color octagonal-shaped photo in the middle, surrounded by 6 color square-shaped photos which overlapped slightly with each other. Please read below for details of the cover of a 1988 reissue of the album by Trojan Records, which featured a close-up of Bob Marley, a unregistered trademark S face in the middle, surrounded by a square frame of images and words. Track listing: all tracks written by Bob Marley, except where noted. Original release equals. Side 1, Keep on Moving 309, Don't Rock My Boat 433, Put It on 334, Fussing and Fighting 229, Duppy Conqueror V/4 325, Memphis 209. Side 2, Soul Rebel 322, Riding High 246, CAD 239, African Hearsman 224, Stand Alone 212, Sun is Shining 211, Brainwashing 241, Riding High, and Brainwashing led vocals by Bunny Wailer. CD releases equals, Mr. Brown also known as Dracula 335, Duppy Conqueror 348 a some editions only, CAD 237 a some editions only. Soul Revolution Part 2, Soul Revolution Part 2 by the Wailers is a dub companion set to Soul Revolution, being the original Soul Revolution album with the vocals stripped off. In the case of Memphis, which originally contained no vocals, Peter Tosh's lead melodica solo was removed to create the new instrumental version. This album was originally released only in Jamaica. The instrumental version of the album was originally released in a very limited pressing on Upsetter Records, part of which was jacketed in plain sleeves and part of which was jacketed in Soul Revolution Part 2 sleeves. Dating to as late as 2004, this album has also become known as Upsetter Revolution Rhythm, because of a CD by that name released in 2004 which was a reissue of the original instrumental album, with one addition of the bonus track, Kaya. Original release equals. Side 1, Keep on Moving 304, Don't Rock My Boat 428, Put It on 332, Fussing and Fighting 227, Duppy Conqueror 323, Memphis 209. Side 2, Riding High 243, CAD 238, African Hearsman 220, Stand Alone 210, Sun is Shining 209, Brainwashing 240. Disc 2, Dub Instrumentals, Keep on Moving 306, Don't Rock My Boat 432, Put It on 332, Fussing and Fighting 228, Duppy Conqueror 323, Memphis 208, Soul Rebel 254, Riding High 245, CAD 238, African Hearsman 223, Stand Alone 211, Sun is Shining 210, Brainwashing 240, Mr. Brown 253, Soul Rebel V/4 246, Dracula 255. In 1988, Trojan Records released a double LP reissue of both albums, catalog number TRLD 406, called Soul Revolution I and II. This release included 4 extra tracks as compared with the original 2 LPs, which were Soul Rebel, and Mr. Brown along with the instrumental dub versions, Soul Rebel version 4, and Dracula. This cover of this Trojan Records release had a 2-tone close-up photo-based image of Bob Marley in a square inch the middle, surrounded on all 4 sides by repeated images of Bunny Wailer and Peter Tosh and another image of Bob Marley himself, as well as multicolored text reading Bob Marley and the Wailers Soul Revolution 1 and 2. This cover of this Trojan reissue should not be confused with the cover of the original vocal Soul Revolution LP, which had a turquoise background, with dark blue text, and featured an octagonal-shaped picture in the middle, surrounded by 6 square-shaped photos. Personnel: The Wailers, Bob Marley vocals, Peter Tosh vocals, Melodica, Bunny Livingston vocals, additional musicians, Alva Lewis guitar, Glenn Adams keyboard, Aston Barrett bass, Carlton Barrett drums, production, Lee Perry producer, Errol Thompson engineer. References: ABC Soul Revolution at AllMusic, ABC Bob Marley and the Wailers, The Definitive Discography, by Roger Steffens and Leroy Jody Pearson, LMH Publishing Limited, 2005. AB The Complete Guide to Music of Bob Marley by Ian McCann, Omnibus Press, 1994. Bob Marley, The Complete Guide to His Music by Ian McCann and Harry Hawke, Omnibus Press, 2004.